Live from Johannesburg, this is ENCA. I'm Tabang Masanabo. A very warm welcome to you and thank you for joining us. Now, in our top story, Gauteng's ANC Executive Committee has sent a letter to regions backing Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa as its only candidate for party president. 10 other names have also been considered for national office bearer positions, including Lindiwe Sisulu and Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma. The battle for party presidency is heating up as the December elective conference draws near. Following President Jacob Zuma's cabinet reshuffle this week, Ramaphosa says if the president wishes to remove him, he will respect that decision. The Northern Cape and Eastern Cape have also endorsed Ramaphosa. Now, staying with that story, the chairperson of the ANC Gauteng Executive Committee, Nkenke Kekana, joins us now. Mr. Kekana, thank you so much for joining us. I think first, could you please just talk us through the process? You've sent out this letter. Are the regions free and the branches free to nominate whomever they wish as a candidate for presidency, or is it a closed list? Can you just talk us through that process?
Good morning. I'm the head of communication in Gauteng. The chairperson is Paul Mashatile. So the Provincial Executive Committee has decided 3 months ago that, we need to make sure that we elect at our conference a united leadership of the ANC. And various names were thrown into the pot. And what you see is a communication of a PC decision that was taken 3 months ago. About a week ago, we called all the chairs and secretaries of the ANC branches in Gauteng and communicated the same. So what you are seeing is an old story. It is in writing, but it is a guide to nomination. So our branches are currently they are close to 20 or even more than 20 branches that are now going to be sitting this weekend. Others have already said, and the nominations are underway. So this is a guide to our branches. To ensure that, we build a united organization, we build a united leadership, and we agree on policies and that will put the interests of our people first.
Now, speaking of unity, you did mention there that, you're looking to promote unity. And leading up to this conference, there's been a lot of talk on avoiding slate politics and coming up with different lists. Do you believe that what you have put forward to the branch will promote that end goal of unity ahead of the elective conference in December?
Yes, there are various 17s. There are CR17s, NBZ17, LS17, and so on. Those are platforms that are used by leaders to promote their own campaigns. We as an organization, the Provincial Executive Committee, a structure of the ANC in Gauteng, has come up with what we believe should be considered by our branches, because slate politics, the winner takes all, is not going to bring about unity of the ANC. Slate politics and all these various platforms, the 17s, are not going to ensure that we have a united leadership that is going to contest and win the 2019 election. So we want to kill the slates. We want to build unity around policies and programs of the ANC that will put our people first.
Now, your presidential candidate up for nomination, Cyril Ramaphosa, is already part of the ANC top 6. He is already the country's deputy president. In your view, what will he be doing differently if elected as president, and why him?
Well, you know that Gauteng going to the 2012 Mangaung conference, we didn't support Comrade Cyril. We had our preferred candidate as Kgalema Motlanthe and his deputy in Tokyo Sohwale. But having considered the various factors in the ANC today, we believe that as a deputy president, unless there is communication otherwise, what conference has elected as a deputy president, if that deputy president is available, that deputy president should be given an opportunity to lead. We don't want to subscribe to traditions and all kinds of things. We simply say that this was a capable leader who was elected by conference. Although we did not prefer him at that time, we stand behind that leadership that was elected in Mangaung. Now that the president of the ANC, Comrade Jacob Zuma, is stepping down, yes, the deputy that they have entrusted this responsibility of leading
Yes.
If it's available.
I just want to jump in there. Can you please just clarify for us? You mentioned in the statement that Cyril Ramaphosa will be the only candidate up for presidential nomination. Why is it that he's the only one? So are branches not permitted to suggest any other candidates for that particular position? Why is that?
No. The guidelines are very clear. The guidelines are saying branches will subject every name. It could be me for president. It could be any other person. What we are trying to avoid is slate politics. We are not CR17. We are a provincial executive committee of the ANC. We believe that that deputy president that was elected in Mangaung should be considered by our branches. The word considered is very important. It's a guide to nominations. It is not an end in itself. So branches could still decide otherwise. They are free to do so as per the guidelines leading up to our conference.
Yes.
We are going to have a provincial general council. When all the branches in Gauteng have nominated, we'll put them all in a pot, open the envelopes, and whoever is the outright winner will be a mandate of the provincial executive committee guided by our branches. So we are doing a two-way process. We have sent a communication down to our branches. In return, branches are considering, and I can already tell you that so far the branches that have come in Gauteng, right, where we're deployed, have come up with different names for other positions.
Yes.
Which is a sign of the killing of slaves. Yes. The killing of this factional politics that is engulfing us today.
Now, you mentioned the branches are going to go and deliberate and consider who they want. Can you just give us some timelines in terms of when this process will be finalized after consultation with the various branches?
We are expecting, we have to do, in Gauteng, we have to do at least 100 branches per month for us to meet the deadline. So by the end of November, we should have finished the process of nomination by our branches. By the end of November, all the branch nominations will be put in a pool, opened, and then there is a provincial general council where all our branches are going to be coming together. And that provincial general council, as per guidelines, will then consider the nominations from branches. It may be, it may be that branches might decide differently. But I think given the extensive consultation that we have done internally in the ANC, yes, we believe that what we have given as a united leadership of the ANC with a face of Cyril Ramaphosa will bring unity in this organization. And of course, there might be other names, okay, which branches will bring forward. You never know.
Okay, thank you so much for that update. That was ANC Gauteng spokesperson Nkenke Kekana.